keep walking. Otherwise, hey, when you're going to hell, you need to keep walking, because if you turn around, you're gonna get burned. For real, for real. Let's take a look at what he has to say. Fair use. Fair use.
Friendly reminder to everybody at home. The UK government does not care about women. It allows grooming gangs to groom at length.
Suki, now Andrew Tate speaks on the 21 new charges in the UK. This man's life really went from sugar to ish within a 5-year time span. The question I want to ask myself sometimes is, does he regret it, blowing up the way he did? I mean, you're down the road already, so there's no regret now, but you have to keep walking. Otherwise, hey, when you're going to hell, you need to keep walking, because if you turn around, you're gonna get burned. For real, for real. Let's take a look at what he has to say. Fair use. Oh, no, wrong. Fair use.
Friendly reminder to everybody at home. The UK government does not care about women. It allows grooming gangs to groom at length for decades. They don't care. They won't even investigate it. They won't look at it. They open the borders and allow in millions of military-age men, God knows where they're from, without passports, no one knows their criminal record, from questionable countries, which obviously have a misogynistic worldview, because I'm the world's worst misogynist. They allow these people to roam our streets. They pay for them to come, and they pay for them to live for free, which makes women unsafe. They have no time to police any of this. They have no time to investigate any of this, but they have time to drag up allegations on me from 15 years ago for talking about these issues. If they cared about women, they'd fix the issues. They don't care about women. Do not buy it for a second. They don't care about women. They don't care about young girls being safe. They don't care about combating misogyny. They don't care about any of that. They care about control and locking up anyone who highlights the problems inside of the UK. It is so broken. They are not trying to fix the problems. Instead, they're trying to get rid of the people who talk about the problems. The UK government does not give a single fuck about women and girls, or they'd stop the boats. They don't give.
We gotta continue watching it, of course, later on. But yeah, it's getting crazy, because he still has to stand trial in
Romania.
Yes. I almost said Hungary, but I don't know why I wanted to say Hungary, but Romania, yes. And that's gonna happen somewhere in 2027, roundabout. They said probably late 2026, maybe, but it's not looking like it's gonna happen real soon. And after that, you also have to stand trial in UK. RJ, you'll have to stand trial in UK.
Yeah, it's not. So it's surprising and not surprising, because I don't think, no matter what the outcomes are of the cases against Tate, you'll never, or never say never, but it's going to be very difficult for him to get back to where he was. Because after Kevin Samuel's death, everyone was wondering who will take his spot, right? And no one has done so. But Tate was really at one point filling in, like, in a different way, but I think
but not
attracted
even.
certain.
Continue. My bad.
But not the Kevin Samuels way, not the Kevin Samuels crowd, but he was gaining popularity and growing fast, very fast.
Yeah, extremely fast.
But what he was doing that no one else did. This KaiR is the most important thing. What I'm about to say right now. Before I do so, of course, guys, remember to rate the show by pressing the like button, follow us on our socials. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, hit the notification icon, and stay tuned for our newsletter. But the most important difference is that he decided to take on the identity of Bruce Wayne. One man against the Eastab. And he started dropping some names And before you know it, they started dropping some charges. And there were some local charges in the US, then in Romania. He got arrested in Romania. And his brother, Andrew, and Tristan and him. Then they got released. Then they got detained again. Then he came to America. A lawyer, or not a lawyer, but the politician in Florida was
the mayor.
cloud chasing, saying, yeah, you better watch out, because if you did something, if you do something, come on, man, stop it. And now there's something going on in Romania and the UK. So it's I think for the time being, until they stop going to podcasts, until they stop doing interviews, and then they stop going live or creating content, they can expect that this MO will continue.
Yeah, I think it's not looking good, man. And even if the thing is this, right? It was clear that from the beginning that the case in Romania was a bit flimsy, and I think Andrew was already pointing out who probably would move the Romanian government to press charges, and they did, and they are continuing the cases as well. But the case is flimsy, so I think the thing that we'll see, and I mean the UK judicial. Yes. System.
Don't stop on the first vowel.
Like jewelers. Anyway.
Jupiter.
Yeah.
Just keep talking. Just keep talking.
keep moving forward. Nah, but
we'll figure
UK
it out. We'll figure it out in the next vowels. Just don't stop there.
Yeah, the UK judicial system is quite an interesting one, because I don't know if you recall that actor who sued the magazine, Johnny Depp, and he lost the lawsuit because, well, they didn't take all the, which is quite interesting, they didn't take all the evidence into consideration. Then he went back to the US and sued her directly, and that's when he won.
Yeah.
So it's a bit different down there. So I think as well, you know what it is, RJ? This seems like more like a double whammy, meaning you have to spend money, a lot of money, fighting the Romanian case. Your war chest will be depleted. Then you have to enter another war with a halfway war chest. You can't pay the top lawyers anymore. Now we've seen what happened when you can't pay the top lawyers with Tory Lanez. He's now in jail getting poked up like a pig.
14 times. For something that he apparently more and more convincingly,
even though he did it himself, he got himself into this problem, because sometimes you gotta tell to get out. He didn't want to tell, and it is what it is. But he also had cheap lawyers. I'm pretty sure if you look at the whole case, it makes no sense. RJ, one thing I'll say, and then we continue with Tate. I've read that they have chosen, during the Tory case, they have chosen not to investigate the two themselves for DNA. They analyzed the report from the prosecution. They chose to analyze the report from the prosecution. Afterwards, they did the test, and then they found out his DNA wasn't there. On the report of the prosecution, they said inconclusive. Then they went to investigate themselves, and then they didn't found the DNA on it. But hey, sometimes cutting costs is not the best thing. So you gotta have a full war chest when you're going in court. And it seemed like the goal here isn't to get him convicted, because maybe the powers that be know that they don't really have a case in Romania. So the goal here is then to stall and keep this going as long as possible on their side. So when he has to go to UK, he's bottomed out. No money, ass out, no Diddy. Ready for the slaughter.
Yeah.
Crazy. RJ.
Yeah, it's crazy, and it is a strategy. It just goes to show you that this is something that you don't learn in law school. You know, in law school you learn that it's law. You learn what's right and what's not right. You learn how to protect yourself. You learn
with a blicky.
What you have to, how the court system works, etc. But what you don't learn, and more, the more you are in the job, the more you realize is that some people, I mean, if you have money, you can get a lot more out of a court case than if you don't have money.
Yeah.
And even if you have or don't have, because I don't think Tory Lane does not have money.
He just didn't want to spend it.